Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can hear my voice and also see my screen clearly. Today is 20th of April. So I'd like us today to look at two instruments. I want us to look at exactly what we expect to be happening on these two instruments during this week and possibly during the coming week. So the first one which we'll look at the natural gas, and we'll also look at the Brent oil. We want to see exactly what we expect to be happening on these two instruments. So we'll start off. Let's start off with the Brent oil. We'll start with the monthly chart. So temporarily ignore the lines on my screen. I'm going to delete all of them. So horizontally, look at what happened. This was the previous month. The price went as high as this point here. It came back down, closed below. So we are concerned with the high and also at the closing price. We'll draw a line which touches the high, and also we'll draw a line which touches the closing price, which is somewhere here. So in between these two lines, these are two very good levels. We have the first resistance, we have a very good support here. So as it is now, during this month, we do expect that the sellers needs to continue to push price down on this instrument. We expect that sellers needs to take full control at least up to this point here. This is 82.951. If the price is to go down, then we expect it to continue down at least up to this point here. We have another target, this one. This is 96.518. If the price breaks below it, then the next target is this one, which is 82.951. So we are looking for sell positions where the price is now. We are expecting that the sellers needs to push price down up to this point, where if that level is broken, then the next target is around, this is 82.951. So the next are the levels which are significant on this chart. We have the top. This is a very good resistance. We have another support there, and then we have another support there. So there is this here, and then there is another one there. Then we have another support like that, and then we have this one here. So technically these are the levels we are looking at. These are the levels where we are looking at. So far the ones below this line here, we are not concerned so much because it's way back in the past. We don't expect that this level should be used in this month or during the coming month, but we do expect that the price needs to at least test this level, or test this level, or it should go up and test the line we have at the top, this one here. So the next time frame on the same chart is weekly. I'll remove my lines and then start drawing afresh. So on the weekly chart as it is now, we have a trend line there, and then you have another one. Now this doesn't look very good, but it's still a trend line. So it's touching this, it's touching this. There is no third touch, so this resistance. Earlier this year the price broke above it. So if the price pulls back down and touches these two lines, this will act as a good place to look for a buy from. So on the weekly chart, we are actually looking for a buy. If the price comes and touches this level, we have a resistance there, and then you have a support there. So this will be the best place to look for a buy from. If the price gets to this level, we'll be looking for a buy. If the price goes up to this point, we may likely see sellers come in and push price to the lower side. On the daily chart, so on the daily chart, it looks like the price is within some range. You can see that we have the upper range here, we have the lower range. If the price goes down and touches this level, we'll be looking for a buy. If the price comes back up and touches the upper line, we'll be looking for a sell. So we are just waiting to see what happens. If the price touches any of these lanes, the upper one or the lower one, we'll be looking for a trade accordingly. The next instrument is the natural gas. So with the natural gas, so far it looks like the price has been in a very good uptrend. You can see that here, that the price has been in a very good uptrend. Even this month the price went up before pulling back down. We have a very good level there. This is a support, there is a break below, we have a resistance, and we have a resistance there. Then we have this one there. So we have a support there, we have a support, and we have a support there. And then we also have another one. This is like a shape. So these shapes requires a lot of time. You really need to draw them very well for you to be able to see exactly what they stand for. If you can't see any, don't draw it, just stick to the horizontal levels. But if you can see one which looks clear, you just draw it and use it for trading. So we have those shapes. We have a very good resistance there. On the upper side, we also have another level here. Then we also have another level there. So those are the levels where we do expect price to go up to. If you're on this chart as we are speaking now, you should expect that the price needs to continue to the upper side. You should be looking for more buy positions, expecting that the bias needs to push price upwards, at least up to the line we have at the top, which is this one here, or the next line which you have, it's this one. This is at 1345.5. Sorry, 1347.5. The other one, this is 8.753, or this one here. So we'll be looking for a buy up to this point. If the price goes above this level, the next target is the one you have at the top. So thank you very much. I'm not going to look at this chart on a higher time frame because it looks really clean on the monthly chart. So I'm not going to look at it on the lesser time frame. Let's see, just a second. This is still just the same thing on the daily chart. On the daily chart, actually the price may likely only pull back up to this level here. So we do expect a sell up to this resistance level. It was a resistance, so this is here, it should act as a support. So we expect that if the sellers are to push price down, then they may likely come down at least up to this point here. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of this analysis. We'll meet again next week at the same time. Thank you and see you.